Tom Petty, you hear about this thing? He reached a deal with Sam Smith because Stay With Me sounds like I Won't Back Down.
Yeah. I couldn't be happier about this. That fake, fat, whiny, sanctimonious piece of human garbage. It's like the Adele of this year. It's just like, your voice isn't even that good. At least Adele could sing. This guy... As someone who's been a singer in the past, it's like this guy sounds like somebody doing a bad impersonation of someone that can sing. Everybody thinks he's got this incredible voice, and I'm here to tell you now, third round of American Idol, toast. Not that freaking big of a deal. And I love the fact that he got nailed by Tom Petty for stealing his song. Stay With Me sounds exactly like I Won't Back Down. It was the first thing I thought when I heard it. And I was like, somebody needs to alert Tom Petty to this. And apparently someone did alert Tom Petty to this. And you know what? Sam Smith, they didn't even bother putting up a fight. They're like, we need this to go away quickly. We clearly stole it. Slowed the record down and stole it note for note, so they just settled out of court immediately. They were just like, yeah, we did that. Here's a bunch of money. So now I actually want Sam Smith to succeed, only because I want him going, I wish I didn't have to give 15% of everything I sold to Tom Petty because I was too much of a rip-off artist and so unoriginal to the point where I couldn't come up with anything on my own. The world crawls over barbed wire and broken glass to kiss that fat ass, and I'm sick of it. Yep, that's how I feel. Anyways.
I want to hear him do Running Down a Dream.
Yeah.
Good.
Smith said it's a small price to pay for petty theft. See what I did there? Hold on, I think I might have... There might possibly be the two songs...
Audible information you have there?
Yeah, audible information. Just so if you've never noticed the glaring amount of theft that the people that write Sam Smith songs for him have indulged in. Where? Okay. Here we go. I think I've got it.
These nights never seem to wait. I don't want you to leave me alone. Oh, won't you stay with me?
Yeah.
I like that version way better.
Yeah, it's a mashup. I just, rather than playing a piece of it with another piece of it, I figured let's just get to the point and show how you can clearly sing one song over the other song. Tom Petty, on the other hand, I don't believe went after the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which he could have done. Like, that song Danny California is a note-for-note ripoff of his song Last Dance with Mary Jane. It really is, but I think they're both on Warner Brothers, and I think they were probably trying to be cool with one another. I don't know. Maybe it never even got out. Maybe they just settled it out of court and like, we can't talk about this. But yeah, Danny California is Last Dance with Mary Jane. And by the way, Little Black Submarines by Black Keys is also Last Dance with Mary Jane. So ripping Tom Petty off seems to be the done thing. And I guess Sam Smith was like, screw it. Chili Peppers did it. And Black Keys did it. And I never heard about that coming back to haunt them. Not so fast. All right, done with my Sam Smith rant. And you know what the thing is? People are like, you're homophobic. No, I have no problem with him being gay. That's awesome. And I think one of the few good things that he's responsible for is coming straight out of the gate and being like, yeah, I'm gay. And that is really cool, and that is really empowering. What is not empowering is teaching your legions of impressionable fans that it's okay to steal. Let's just, before I start getting complaints on that one, let's just remove that from the equation. I have many problems with Sam Smith. His sexuality is definitely not one of them, and I think if there's one good thing that he's done with his career, it's been like being totally upfront about the fact that he's gay, and that's awesome. And good job on that one, Sam Smith. Not such a great job on coming up with your own original compositions. Yep. Go on.
This summer, Peter Frampton and Cheap Trick co-headlining a summer tour.
Yeah. Starts June 6th in California and ends when somebody inevitably breaks a hip. First tour to be sponsored by Propecia. Go on.
Taylor Swift's 1989 album has sold 4 million copies.
You know, and she's like the biggest artist on the face of the planet. Isn't that sad? Like, Eminem used to come out. Backstreet Boys used to come out. Korn, Limp Bizkit, bands like that used to come out in the early 2000s and sell 1 million copies in a week and do 10 million by the time the album had been out for a little while. Taylor Swift is officially the biggest thing since sliced bread, and people are trumpeting on about what an amazing victory it is that she sold 4 million copies. And in today's record-selling climate, that is amazing. Even more amazing, 3 of those 4 million people were actually black. Go on.
Snooki became an ordained minister.
Yes. In greasy monosyllabic knuckle-dragging celebrity human garbage news, Snooki from the Jersey Shore is now an ordained minister. Hopefully her first duty is to give last rites to her career. Go on.
Mandy Moore and Ryan Adams are splitsky.
Yeah, they got married. Ryan Adams married Mandy Moore. It's like super credible hipster marries a teen pop chick. A little creepy because when she got famous, she was like 15 years old, and it was, little statutory looking when they started dating. But even though they hung on for a good 10 years, I think, Mandy Moore and Ryan Adams are splitting up. Well, nice try. But Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin from Coldplay still hold the record for whitest divorce ever. Too bad, so sad. I'm sorry. Go on.
Taylor Swift has released a new fragrance. It's called...
In a related story, scientists have apparently figured out how to bottle the smell of overexposure. Go on.
There's a new injection that could cure double chins.
Yeah, I heard about this. Like, usually stuff that they stick into your face, I was reading when I heard about this, plumps it up, makes it fatter. Like it injecting ass fat into your laugh line so you look more youthful is the thing that's done. But this new injection could cure double chins, which is great. Just in time for Chris Christie's presidential run.
Everything I know is wrong or gone. And as the days just fall away, you wonder, will it always be this way? And what is really left you can't believe in. You had so much you wanted, you thought you almost got it, but everything that's wrong is all you're seeing. Of everybody walking out and everybody leaving. Don't you feel there might be more to life than this? Don't you feel you might be something you might have missed? Don't you wish that you could have brighter days? Don't you think that there could be a better way to do more than get through? Maybe start living too. What could you become if you ever even tried to? As the days just fall away, you wonder, will it always be this way? And what is really left you can't believe in. You had so much you wanted, you thought you almost got it, but everything that's wrong is all you're seeing. Today could be a beautiful day, you don't even know.
Delivering fascinating subjects, interesting talk, and boobs and fart jokes. AD on iHeartRadio.
Yeah. Let's go, talking that mess, better act like you know. Oh, let's go tonight, walk away punk, yeah bitch, that's right, I know this. You're nothing but a punk bitch, you're nothing but a punk bitch. So walk away, yeah.
Alrighty then. Funkhauser, let's wrap up the news and then we'll get into whether or not your kids' teachers should have their passwords to Facebook and other forms of social media. Go on.
This is gross. Cheese is not one of the 27 ingredients listed on a can of Cheese Whiz.
This is grosser. Whiz is. Oh, God. Do you like Cheese Whiz?
Not lately.
Not since reading that.
Not since reading.
I think one of the things, like, I can't do it. I cannot do it. Those, like, Velveeta, like, I feel horrible that there's a type of flavor of cheese called American. Because it means, when you put it in your mouth and you, whenever I put a slice of what's called American cheese in my mouth, I was like, oh, apparently America tastes like evil and feet. Like, it's awful. And I wonder, I never saw that stuff in England. I never saw the individually wrapped slices of American cheese in England when I grew up.
What do they call it over there?
I don't think they had that gross, it's orange flavor of cheese. It's just like, that's something that I think is unique to America. Hey, here's something that we're going to call cheese. It has little to no relation to actual cheese. Very little dairy in it whatsoever, mostly wax and plastic and the color orange. We'll just slap the label on it of being American and people will eat it out of a sense of patriocy. It's just weird and gross and disgusting and something that only we have been suckered into doing here. And it's just, a lot of people love it. I try it every single time I'm given, and I love cheese too. So it's not like I'm adverse to that. It's just whenever I try a slice of quote unquote American cheese, I'm like, oh God, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Even if you melt it and put it on a burger, it's still disgusting. If you serve pre-sliced pieces of cheese at your barbecue, I will say no thank you to a cheeseburger. And I never say no thank you to a cheeseburger. And then I will probably not come to your parties anymore. Or if I do, I'll be bringing my own cheese and I won't be sharing with you freaking Philistines. Go on.
A man in Texas cashed in his 65-year penny collection.
Yeah. And I'm fairly certain that I was a person who got stuck behind him at Coinstar. Go on.
55% of women and 72% of men lie on a first date.
You know, I saw this and I was kind of surprised because, all right, what do you think men would lie about on a first date?
Job.
Yeah.
Family. Ex-girlfriend.
I would say job is probably the main thing that men lie about on a first date. And apparently, women love to do that too. It says here that women usually lie about their job. Men, I would imagine, usually lie about wanting something other than sex. But, you know, potato. But I didn't think for a second that women would lie about their jobs. It just never occurred to me. I don't know. Interesting. Have you ever dated a girl or been on a date with a girl and you find out she's lying about her job?
No, I never find out. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Weird. I just didn't know that was a thing. Didn't know that was part of the female narrative. Go on.
Scientists say an ingredient in dog food makes people live longer.
Right. But since you have to eat dog food, those extra years will be quite lonely. I love feeding my dog because their food makes them happy. Like, they really do get stoked for it. And they really seem to love it. But I'm just like, come on, man. How could you possibly be excited to eat this? My dog occasionally gets sort of like an itchy belly and stuff like that. So you gotta put fish oil on their dog food. So for a little, and it really helps, and it's a natural thing, and you know, omega whatevers that comes in fish oil and salmon oil and whatever it is I'm putting on their dog food on a regular basis. But yeah, the fish breath that they kiss you with right after their meal because they're so grateful you fed them, that's unconscionably awful. I'm just like, ooh, let's follow that up with a Dentabone, shall we?
Greenie, anyone?
Yeah, exactly. Ooh. This breath-freshening bone looks... No, I'm not hungry anymore. Yeah, you are. Eat it. Eat it, Fido. Eat it. Go on.
1 in 20 people carry a $100 bill.
Do you do that?
Currently, yes. Yes, but it's from the Vegas trip. I still have it.
Oh, okay. I had 100 floating around in my wallet for a little while, and I was just like, the stupidest increment of money to have in cash, really, you know, because like whenever you go to spend it somewhere, they're like, yeah, anything smaller.
Unless you have like 30 of them, that'd be nice.
Well, yeah, but then See, I'm so not a showy individual. Like, there was a time where I was walking around with a lot of cash in my wallet.